Hello everyone, this is Wilson with the Budget Manager created by ExcelPass. In this video, we'll show you how to modify your data. Let's open our module Modify. First, we're going to choose our budget, one category, which is going to be food, and then we choose the store that we want to modify, which is going to be grocery 1. As you can see, the application tells us that this is a variable expense and its date is February 1st. We have two options, modify or delete. Let's see modify. Here we can modify the bank account name, the amount, and the date. For this example, let's change the amount. It's going to be 30, and we click on next. That's it, we modify the entry. However, what happens if we have several entries for the same store? Let's create a new entry. Grocery 1, and it will be January 1st. 50. We click on next, and let's go back to our module modify. The same category, food, and the same grocery store. As you can see, the application shows us the latest entry. If we want to modify another one, we just need to click here in the calendar and choose the date. We know that we have one entry in January 1st. We click there, and now we can modify it. If by mistake we choose a date which doesn't have any entry, for example, the 2nd of February, the application will ask us to choose another date. Let's try the option delete. We click on next, and we confirm with yes, and we just deleted the entry. Now you're able to modify any variable entry. For our second example, we're going to try fixed values. Let's choose our income. And again, the application tells us that this is a fixed value, and we have a new option which is clone. But first, let's see what we can modify. We can change the bank account name, the frequency, the amount, and we have several options for the dates. We can modify the same dates, one period. We can also reduce or extend the period. First, we're going to reduce the period. Let's choose March 1st and November 30th. Let's click on next. We confirm that we want to delete all the data which is not in this period. We click yes, and we modify the entry. Let's go back to our income salary. Now let's modify the frequency and the amount for the same dates. It's going to be by monthly and 1000. We click on next, and we have the confirmation. Let's go back to continue with the other options. Income, salary, modify. And as you can see, now the frequency is bi-monthly, and also as you can see here, the latest date is not the 30th of November, it's the 23rd, because it will adjust automatically depending on the first date. Now we are going to extend the date, the final date for example. We click on next. We can go back, and the date has changed. The last option we have is to modify one period within these two dates. For instance, we're going to choose the month of May. Let's say that in that month we receive one bonus, 1500. We click on next, and again we modify the budget. If we want to see this last modification, we will need to go to one of the visualization options, the interactive charts, the filter table, or the pivot table. Let's choose the first one. And let's go to our income and expenses chart. We can also change the frequency to bi-monthly. And you can see the difference that we just made for one period. Now let's go back to our module modify to show you how to clone. But before that, we're going to create a new budget. 2019, let's choose March to the end of May. We create this budget so we can clone the data that we have in 2018 into this new budget. So we choose 2018 and let's choose our income, salary. We click on clone and we choose the new budget. We can see that we have the dates from this 2019 budget. If we want, we can modify the dates. Let's click on next. Let's see, we just clone all the information from 2018 to 2019. So before we finish this video, it is very important to know that when you want to modify variable data, you will only have two options: modify and delete. You will have the same option for an unique date, and for fixed and forecast data, you will have modify, clone, and delete. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in another video.